everybody, it's the Mad Master here. I'm just doing a video. And today, I'm just going to do this video about what's going on right now with certain color-coded things that remind me of Tom Ridge, if you know what I mean. Color-coded maps, now that we're in the red zone. Not the bar. There's a bar in this town called the Red Zone. You could probably look it up where I live. I just doxed myself. Oh my God. You know. So, this is just a little thing about mandates and stuff, and just like a prediction video, which I haven't done in a while. I think as my assessment of being downtown where I live and just seeing what's going on, seeing all these events listed for the next 6 months, seeing all these things happening, all these debates online on Twitter. Oh, we should force people to do this certain procedure. Oh no, we shouldn't force them. It's like back and forth. People shaming both sides of the argument. Don Lemon coming out basically as a fascist, you know, talking about you shouldn't be able to enter a supermarket if you haven't had the fucking thing. I'm just like, okay, what's next? Putting them on trains and concentration camps? Holy shit, this is crazy. This is fucking crazy, okay? Especially this other CNN article that comes out and says, oh, because of this thing, you know, the Action Jackson Nation, I'll use Matt McKinley's code words for it, Quantum of Conscience. Very interesting channel and books that he writes and stuff. Check him out. Take him with a grain of salt, pile of salt, but you know. So, talk about the Action Jackson Nation. Oh, you know, certain people can't have it because of medical conditions and stuff. What are you going to do with them? They can't go to the grocery store now? You know, it's like fucking nonsense. Some of these people are just so... There are a certain amount of people. It's not that common, but certain people have health conditions where they can't take it. Where you just like... And then the CNN comes out and says, well, it may evade the variable ints. I'm just going to take out the bull from those words. I have to use code words because the last time one of my last videos was flagged. So variable ints may evade the Action Jackson Nation. Well, what are we gonna do then? Well, I'll tell you what. It's like the FLU. Every year they have to change the Action Jackson Nation because it does evade the previous year's Action Jackson Nation, right? It's fucking endemic. Okay, let's just face it. Okay. That's what these articles are saying, okay? The Cervenka Miller Lite bug is endemic, probably, right? Let's just face it. Seasonal endemic. Hopefully, oh shit, okay. I hope I don't get flagged, but I'm just saying. So anyways, my prediction about mandates in my town. I think it's going to be very difficult to do this because even today, 4 days after we're in the red zone or whatever, 3 or 4 days or whatever, everything's normal. A lot of people, I just ate some spicy food. It's not the, you know what. So, and I have allergies too. So, anyways. I have a new memory. Fluffy friends. Okay, whatever. That's my phone just talking to me. So, this whole thing, do I think they'll implement more closings, lockdowns, capacity limits, and the magical cloth square in my town? I think it would be very difficult. I think, this is my prediction, the bars will get together like I predicted last year. I think it will happen this time. If the numbers look really stupid, like, oh yeah, they test pause, but the hospitals are hardly anybody there, blah, blah, blah. People look at the numbers and they're like, okay, let's get together with the Chamber of Commerce or whatever, the bars in this town. Like, fuck you, we're not doing this, you know, lawsuits, whatever. Even the controversial law offices like I contacted last year. I think I don't think people are going to put up with this bullshit another time, especially since a lot of it's based on numbers rather than people being in the hospital or going to the graveyard at this point. It's based on numbers. It's based on positive results. And I'm not saying that there can't be a little bit of bump with either one of those other things, and that there won't be, especially since it's seasonal, possibly. But how are you going to live like this? There's also this thing called viral interference. If you're familiar with Zubin Damania's work on YouTube, check him out. Check out this video he did. I think he did for Instagram last year. And if things like are settled between Cervenka and FLU, like the same kind of numbers are similar every year for mortality, like let's say like 50,000 people, 25,000 people die in the United States from, let's say usually it's 50,000 FLU, right? But then this year it's like 25,000 Cervenka, 25,000 FLU because of the viral interference theory, which I don't know if it's true or not. Are we going to live the same way as we, with distancing, stupid magical cloth squares over and over again like we have been? I think it would be ridiculous if the numbers are similar to like they talked about a twin DEMIC last year. It never happened. Probably, maybe because of viral interference, which is just a theory. Okay, I'm not making any misinformation claims with this. I'm just saying a fucking theory. So, I wish I could go back to martial arts, but they're requiring masks there now. I can go to the gym. I can go to a bar. I can go to the grocery store. I can go outside. I could go to the fucking college, the Union College stuff, in this town. But no, I can't go to my Kung Fu class without wearing a fucking mask. It's like nobody has any sense of reality anymore. It's so annoying. I was gonna go back, but I'll just practice martial arts at home. Start doing that. I'll find a place that doesn't fucking require that and just go there and quit the school I've been part of for many years. I don't know. Thought about that. So I'm just ranting, Do I think mandates will come back? I think they might try. There's a lot of Karens in this town, a lot of white, privileged Karens. And that's who cares the most about these little details of the mandates. Not your average fucking Joe Blow working a job, at a factory or ice cream manufacturing or whatever. Not your average Joe Blow working at McDonald's. They don't give a fuck about your stupid ass fucking tiny little things like, oh, you have to spray hand sanitizer on yourself, every 20 minutes instead of every 2 hours or something. Stupid little things. It's just madness. It's maddening. It's mental illness at this point. So, and since the cat backtracked once again, I think people are gonna just be like, what the fuck? I'm going out there. I went out today and I saw people, there were people wearing the magical cloth squares, but it was like 1 out of 10, 1 out of 20 people. You'd see a whole family wear it, and I've been coughing in front of them too, just to troll, because I can't stand it anymore. I'm gonna engage in civil disobedience. I'm so sick of this shit. I'll be protesting. I'll get a sign. If shit closes down, I'm fucking resisting and revolting. I don't give a fuck anymore. I've not done enough with my life that I feel has accomplished things. If I have to use this to do that, that's fine. People that don't like it, fuck off, But yeah, I'm not gonna stand for it anymore. Now, so far, as of yesterday or the day before, we're in the red, but everything's normal. Are they gonna expect people to go through what we did the last year and a half again, where things are closed and people are fucking paranoid and jump out of your way, all this stuff because of these variable ints? Are they expecting us to really take this seriously? I remember after 9/11, okay? I compare this 9/11 often because there's so many similarities. It's sick, and I knew there. My first video about this subject, March 28th of last year, I compared it to 9/11. I will not back down from that at all. So I'm trying to remember what happened back then. I think even like the astrology is similar, like with some of it. Anyways, I don't give a fuck about that. It's just woo nonsense in a lot of ways. But, you know, I like to talk about it anyways. But I remember 9/11. People were fucking scared to go on planes and public places and stuff. And scared we're either with us or with the terrorists. And a lot of liberals were, the say kind of white Karen liberals were, oh my God, I support my president. I was like, what? You know? And then a year or two later, you know, they're like, yeah, I don't know about this, you know, and they're just kind of like doing their own thing, and things went back to normal. Things went back to normal after a while. But every week, every day, Tom Ridge would come out with these color-coded things like, it's red now, we have to worry about terrorism. There was never, I'm not saying the very variable ints are not a threat to things, but, you know, you would think after this whole Action Jackson Nation thing that the risk is less if there's not, you know, if you look at the mortality and stuff. But it's just, oh my God, it's so fucking annoying. And it's like, do I think they're gonna, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, now it's not a prediction. I don't know if they're gonna try shit again. But so far, I'm just observing what I see. And they're not, people are acting as if normal, 1000%. Yes, you have 1 in 10 people wearing a fucking mask out there, right? You know, maybe 1 in 10, 1 in 20 sometimes. Maybe a whole family will be wearing them and they look, you know, look dumb as ever. They just look, ooh, you know, and you're just laughing because everybody else has their face exposed around. But then, you know, it's like, one thing is like, think about, I even heard someone talking, overheard them during the PANDEMIC, like past tense. Like they were talking about it like it was past tense. I was like, that fooled me. I mean, I'm not fooled me. I mean, that surprised me that people think it's past tense now. When people are saying, you know, there's all these news articles and then fucking cat, dog, cat, all this stuff. But, you know, you got to think about this. So I think people are just, maybe there's cognitive dissonance. They're like, we're past this now. Like even a lot of liberals and, you know, left-wing people, oh, we're past it. I mean, maybe that'll influence things not to be as bad, at least as bad as it was, as far as the restrictions, the limits, the mandates. Because I'm not gonna follow them anymore. I'm not gonna follow them. If I get kicked out of a place, so be it. I'm not stepping on some fucking little circle or whatever the fuck. Like, it's just so stupid. And there's a lot of personal stories that I'm not going to share that I've heard from people in the last 24 hours about some stuff related to this. I wish I could, but there's some really fucked up shit I heard about. And it happens to do with not someone dying or anything like that, but actual, you know, other stuff. But this whole thing do I think that they will try to do restrictions again and mandates? Well, I think I'm going to give it a week or two. And if there's no change in the next 2 weeks in my town, I would say we're probably safe. At least until fall, when there's another variable int. You know, I don't want to say the word because of YouTube. But take out the bull, variable int. So, do I think there will be more restrictions here? I don't know. I said I would move if there are, because I'm not going to live with this every year. Because if it is END, MEIC, wait, END, ENDE, and MIC. Sorry. If it is that, if it comes around every year, like the students coming back and stuff, just it's every year this cycle. But we close everything down in October and September because of a new thing, and we all have to like stay at home for at least 2 months until the new time is out, or else you have to have your pass. You have to have your pass, or you have to have the tattoo to go into the store. No. And this place, maybe not as bad as like the East Coast and stuff or the West Coast, but we would do people. There are certain people that would be okay with that. I'm not going to live under that kind of fucking fascism, that kind of biometric fucking security state. I'm not going to do that. I will move to Texas or Florida or Alabama or Tennessee before that happens. I'm already applying for jobs in Texas just to get some feelers out there. I'm not going to fucking live here if that happens. I refuse to live here if that happens, because if it's not if especially with what's going on, the N-I word, very controversial for a while. Like I said in some of my previous videos, we were hearing about that for a while, like February, March, April. I was hearing the natural IMMUNITY term bandied about a little bit. But if that happens, but if it's not as serious, even like a quarter as serious as it was last year, even here, if it's just like a quarter as serious, and they're still wanting to mandate, close shit down, and do all this stuff, I'm fucking out of here. And I love this town, I love this state, I love this area, but I'm fucking getting out of here. I'm not gonna fucking live with that. I'm not gonna live under fascism. Period. It's fucking fascism. Corporations, big PHARMA, PHARMA. I can't spell today in my brain, like I have to write it down. All these things tied in with government. What is corporatism tied in with government under military type of thing, or martial law, or law enforcement? That's fascism. This would be fascism, what I'm talking about. What Don Lemon is talking about is fucking fascism. And we need to resist it as much as possible. I'm going to resist it, like I said. I don't want to resist it. I want to live my life. I want to go to the comedy clubs like I've been trying to do more. I want to do some more open mics with my music. I want to fucking go on dates and go to movies and bars and live my life. And and go downtown and maybe hit on a few ladies and stuff. I got hit on today. I don't know why I've been getting it. I've been getting approached more and stuff lately. It's really weird. It happened today. Like some girl, I don't know, fucking, and I fucked that up. But whatever. I didn't. I'm not gonna always do the best at all that. But anyways, that's about all.